especially considering what we now know about the plant. More and more information is coming out about the benefits of the plant. And not only that, the decline in opiate use that we've seen. And there's enough, and I heard the comment made, I think it was by Alberta Darling, and I thought, that's odd that she would say that, because she said we don't have enough data. Well, of course we have enough data. We have over 33 states where medical marijuana has been legal for some time, and we have plenty of data and the data shows clearly that opiates use is down 33% on average.
Yeah.
I mean, that is huge.
Yeah,
when you
is.
consider how hard the recidivism rates of heroin and opiates and opiate derivatives use is.
Yeah.
That is a huge impact.
Yeah.
And it can't be ignored.
Yeah, I cannot. I know that.
But I think they should definitely not penalize former patients.
And former growers such as myself. I would hate to be excluded from working with the domes on a project that I might have more knowledge and information on than anybody else because of my grower experience. But because I was taken into custody as a grower and I'm now a felon for growing, that makes this a catch-22 so that's one of the reasons why, as part of a social justice aspect, why we want to make sure that those crimes, felony or misdemeanor, get expunged, so that people like myself can go back and work in the industry, so that we are the people with the knowledge that are able to open the dispensaries. And so, what other things do you think that you might want to see in legalization bills going forward?
Well, at the federal level, I would like to see it removed from Schedule 1, all cannabis. And there's several reasons for that, but it would make it a lot easier for the industry, banking. It would make it a lot easier for the patient to obtain, and it wouldn't make this market where doctors could capitalize on people's illnesses as they have been doing in the opiate industry. So I would definitely like to see, I wouldn't like to see what's going on now with the opiate industry, where someone has to pay money that they don't have to go see a doctor every month to pay a doctor to write prescriptions. I would not like to see that. And I would like to see patients being able to grow in their own homes. But removing it from Schedule 1 also allows people to maintain their Second Amendment rights for gun ownership. That's something that people aren't really talking about, and I don't think most people even know, that because it's Schedule 1, and it's interesting, especially what's going on in our state, the dynamic of it, where we have the Republicans, for the most part, really pushing against legalizing a small amount of cannabis. And the problem with that is that if someone becomes a medical marijuana patient, now they cannot own a gun.
Own a firearm.
They lose their Second Amendment rights. And I would believe that many of their constituents in the NRA, on their side, would be not supportive of that, and would be supportive of legalizing a small amount, so a person, didn't have to get a medical marijuana card if they were okay with having, 25 grams and that was all they needed, and they're fine with that. They could have an option, and not having to be put on a list where if they go buy a gun, they're denied a right.
Yeah, they're denied the rights.
A gun. But removing it from Schedule 1 at the federal level would clean all that up too. And a lot of things have happened at the federal level, and a lot of things are happening.
Bills being introduced.
And at the state. And some of, obviously whatever happens at the state kind of trickles down, Just recently, everybody knows in late December, hemp was passed federally legal. But what that did was, and there's a lot of confusion around this. So I hope to give some clarity to you and to whoever's listening. What happened was, when they created they created a new department for this. They put it under an existing department, but they created a new division, and they created a new federal license. And they also told the states, okay, all 50 states or whatever states that are involved in the pilot program, if you want to be able to have anyone grow in your state, period, federally legal, you have to send us a proposal. And so I think the last time I checked, one state had done that. I know our state's put the package together and it's getting approved. So, so that, you know, there's some limbo stuff going on right now.
Our dead cap works pretty hard. They are working overtime in our hemp department.
Well, and they got a new staff hire. They got a new money for a new position for someone for staff because they need to expand.
Yeah.
And they realized
2,000 people.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of licenses. It's 100 times what we had last year. We had 200, and this year